Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Well guys, from today I'm going to start a new series of videos for you where I'm going to guide you with your visa procedure, about studying abroad, how to apply, what are the opportunities, and how you can comfortably go to your destination country. So I need your feedback on that. I need your comments on that, whether you guys want me to go on with this as well, because students have got a lot of problems in this area as well. Today I'm going to discuss with you guys that how you can study in Canada and then gain permanent residence as well. By the way, this is the easiest and the best pathway, and they call it the education pathway to permanent residence. So many students, when they go to Canada, they have this in mind that we are going to get permanent residence eventually. So most definitely that is the purpose of going to Canada. So how can you get permanent residence through education pathway? This is what we are going to discuss in this video, and I always welcome your comments. If you know further, if you know something else beyond this video, please comment and share that with my other subscribers as well. Now I'll give you a very simple example. Asad goes to a Canadian designated learning institution. Now, what is a Canadian designated learning institution? This is an institution that is recognized by Canadian government. It's very, very simple. Whenever you get admission in any Canadian institute, you must see that this institute must be Canadian designated learning institution. They call it DLI as well, designated learning institution. Whether that is college, university, right, or any other school where you're going to study, you must make sure, and you can easily do that from Canadian website, that is IRCC. So there you can check whether the college I'm going to get admission is designated learning institution or not. So that's the first thing which Asad has to do, okay? And pursue a 2-year college diploma program in business administration or whatever discipline you want. You must pursue a 2-year program, whatever it is, okay? It should not be less than 2 years if you're looking for permanent residence after that. Now, what happens after completing the program? Program means 2-year college diploma program in business administration. For example, my master degree is also in business administration. So after completing the program, Asad becomes eligible for a 3-year postgraduate work permit. This is so good about Canada. That's why people are dying for Canada. People are planning to go to Canada because they offer postgraduate work permit right after your studies, and that study must be at least of 2 years. Now, 3 years is actually the maximum length of time for a postgraduate work permit. You studied in Canada for 2 years and then you start your job, and for that you get postgraduate work permit that shows that you have studied in Canada and now you can use your skills and your studies to work in Canada further. So Asad then goes on to work as a business analyst for a Canadian technology company. You can work as whatever you want for of any company, okay? This is just the example. All right, after gaining 1 year of full-time work experience, Asad has the qualifying Canadian work experience, which is very, very important. See that first you studied in Canada, you got Canadian education, then you worked in Canada, you got Canadian work experience. Right? So Asad has the qualifying Canadian work experience. He needs to become eligible for Canadian Experience Class Program under Express Entry. Now, what is Canadian Experience Class Program? This program is basically a permanent residence program for those who worked in Canada, for people who have got Canadian work experience. So this Canadian Experience Class is basically for them. And after submitting his express entry profile, Asad receives an invitation to apply for PR. Now see that this is quite interesting. Actually, express entry, basically, this is what they call. Express entry is not an immigration program in itself, but rather a system used by Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada. They call it IRCC. After submitting his express entry profile, Asad receives an invitation to apply for permanent residence and achieves his Canadian immigration goal. See that? So this is a great opportunity. If you are +2, if your qualification is intermediate, you can enroll yourselves in any 2-year program, and once you complete that, even during that you can do the jobs. Now guys, by the way, if you have any question about Canadian studies or study in Canada, you can ask me here and I will try to search the answers for you. And most definitely, other than IELTS, now I'm going to teach you, I'm going to guide you how to get the visa, how to apply for studying abroad, especially Canada. I've taken start from Canada, I'll go on to other countries as well. So at the moment, this is the best opportunity for students. They can easily get immigration, they can easily get permanent residence, and this education pathway to permanent residence is the best one for students. And by the way, Canadian people are getting a lot of benefits. First, they get people who paid fees. I mean, they contributed to the economy, because Canadian education industry is a billion-dollar industry, billion-dollar. Okay, so secondly, I mean, they get young people who are getting education from Canada and then they are working in Canada, so they are familiar with Canadian work style, so they are the Canadian workforce. And after that, they offer them permanent residence, because Canadian education, Canadian experience can make an individual perfectly fit for Canadian society. I wish you all the best, and I wish you a Canadian lifestyle. I wish you Canadian permanent residence. May you succeed in your life. All the best, guys. Thank you very, very much. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.